Hey guys, Nike here. Let's talk about the End of Dragons Elite Spec for Thief. Most people have looked at what the Thief can already do and have decided that the only open role is a support spec. And while I do believe it is possible that the Thief will get a support spec, I don't think it will be as a healer or boon generator because neither of those really fit the Thief archetype in my mind. My thought is that you can have a support spec for Thief, but it has to be an enemy debuffer rather than a team buffer. Looking back to Guild Wars 1, the assassin profession had a sub-theme as a spellcaster through the Deadly Arts skill line. The assassin skills in Deadly Arts revolved around three core concepts: inflicting conditions, half-range spells, and shadow steps that have debuffs attached. This playstyle was popular in PvP for a time, but was nerfed into oblivion at one point and is now mostly forgotten, and really didn't translate to Thief at all in Guild Wars 2. Looking at the Deadly Arts skills from Guild Wars 1, you can see how the profession might play out in Guild Wars 2. I envision having something like 3 or 4 different steel skills, each of which has its own individual debuff associated with it, and they could share a GCD so that you don't get 4 skills or something, 4 steel skills that you can use back to back or something crazy like that. The utility skills could be called hexes and have conditional triggers, like if the enemy is hexed and X effect occurs, then Y happens. Like if the hexed enemy moves outside of a 1000 range, he is knocked down and gets 10 stacks of poison. Or even a simple skill like Exposed Defenses from Guild Wars 1, a hex spell that made the target unable to block for a time. To give that a PvE application, perhaps applying 15 stacks of vulnerability would make sense, but you can imagine how the core concept would work. Bringing back another Guild Wars 1 playstyle for an elite skill would be to have the elite skill be Assassin's Promise, which would be, in this case, an elite hex where if the target dies, all your cooldowns are refreshed and your initiative is restored to full. This would be a very powerful effect and would give Thief a very interesting playstyle in the expansion, where you could use Assassin's Promise, especially against lots of trash mobs, to really pump out effects in rapid order, sort of the way Guardian's F1 plays out when it gets refreshed when a mob dies, except it would be all your skills, which would be super duper powerful. As far as weapons goes, as befits a caster spec, some might argue for Scepter. However, the lack of a suitable caster offhand makes Scepter seem impossible to me. So what I would lean to would be Axe. Not only was Axe a commonly used caster weapon in Guild Wars 1, but it's already established to function as a ranged weapon in Guild Wars 2 with the Ranger profession. A thief who throws short-range axes and inflicts conditions while doing debuffs to the enemy sounds totally appropriate for a support spec thief in Guild Wars 2. Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on where Thief could be going. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I look forward to reading them, and I hope you have a great day.